Hey everyone, welcome to episode 24 of Design Sketching. This time I'm gonna show you some concept art and how you can do that from painting over a photograph of yourself. So we're gonna use a photograph of, in this case, me to paint, to get the perspective right, and just have it as a template to sketch some sort of cyborg or robot thingy. So let's get started. All right, that's me, and I'm gonna use this to block out the shape of my cyborg. Now, when I started this, I had no idea what I was doing or where I wanted to go with the design. I was just playing around and see what was working and what wasn't. And I'm basically just using the airbrush right now. The airbrush and a hard eraser. Now this is starting to look like some sort of gladiator helmet or something. Not sure if I want that design or that look of my final cyborg, so I'm going to change it a little bit. And of course you have to remember, as usual, where the light is coming from. And for this design, I have the light coming from the top right corner. And as you can see, I really don't know what I want or where I want to go. Right now I'm trying to make it look more tech, high or techy, and not so much like in like a good old gladiator helmet. And from that gladiator helmet, now it starts to look like some uh, Mortal Kombat mask of Sub-Zero or Scorpion. I'm not sure if I'm happy with that look either. So I'm just gonna continue and um, just try my way and see what works. So now I'm starting to get something here that I like. It's still a mess, so I need to put down, uh, make some. I need to design this helmet or face right now. Try to make the lines connect somehow. Up until now, or actually up until the very end of this video, I'm only using um, custom, not custom, stand-up brushes. I think it's just a hard round brush with a pressure activated. So if you press it loosely, you're just gonna paint with the tip of the pen, and if you press it harder, you get larger diameter of your brush. And right now I'm back to airbrush and hard eraser. Just playing around with the design, trying to figure out some features that I think is going to work. And I think I have something that works here now, and I'm gonna start to render this this design and put highlights in and so on and shadows. As you can see, the light is coming from the right side here, so that means that the right side of the helmet is going to cast a shadow on what's inside, what's on the inside of his face there. And if you want, you can make a few cut lines, and if you can even put screws, bolts, and stuff in there. And from here, it's basically just render the details of the sketch. So I'm putting in a few wires. But as you can see, I didn't know where to go to start with. I just played around, and then until I find some design that I like, and then keep working on the big features first. I would say the big features here are the metal bars that go around his head, and then after that you start working on the details. Like for example, now I'm doing a couple of lights, LEDs, and putting the highlights. And just continue with the highlight. It depends on what kind of material you want to visualize. If it's brushed aluminum or something like that, maybe you want a couple of highlights on the corners and edges. Or if you have some matte surfacing, maybe you can put highlights with a small airbrush with low opacity, so not too strong highlights since it's matte and not as reflective as shiny metal. So from here we want to add a background, and this is a photo I found of I think it's Tokyo by night. So I put that in the background, and I blur it. Now you want to do this to get the 3D effect, so you have the background blurred and your sketch is still in focus and sharp. And when you're done with this, you want to merge all the layers into one and go into filter, sharpen, unsharp mask to sharpen everything up. And to finish the sketch, you might want to sign it. And that's about it. We have our little cyborg dude here. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll hope to see you in the next episode.